nice. Here we are. Oh,
Yay.
my God. 136.
136. How you doing, darling?
I'm doing okay. My favorite co-host in the world. I am doing A-okay.
So, I know you hate it, but it continues. It continues. So, yes. So,
the Mikey
Dan,
show.
The Mikey show. Dan's coming on in just a little while, and all the comments and all the live chat. And I know you unfortunately, you were super, super busy that last Thursday evening, and you got home super late.
Yeah,
so
I did.
you couldn't join us. But yeah, so he's going to go back. He's going to read all our live chat comments, but the permanent comments that are at the bottom are just absolutely fantastic. We'll get to that in just a minute. But awesome. I did want to just say 2 quick shout outs. One to my daughter, who just had her bachelorette party, which let me tell you, all I know is it was a year ago, and now it's in 3 months. Is it even 3 months? Like, boom, here we are, and now I'm like mother of the bride shopping and all this stuff. But yeah, so her and her friends, I'm going to put up some pictures here, were the Shrek characters, because they grew up with Shrek. And so Sarah was Fiona, and another one was the fairy godmother, and Gingy, and all. So they dressed up as all the Shrek characters, and they were just a riot. They had a lot of fun, and I guess how a group of girls can be, and I guess everyone just got along so well. And they even complimented Sarah and said, "Wow, Sarah, you really keep a good group of people around you." And I was like, what do I think of immediately when she's telling me this story is our Rocky Bubble. Like, and how important it is about the people we keep around us. We are the average of our 5 closest friends. Is that the quote? So yeah, so she had a great time.
I have 3 close friends.
I
can start that. Hey, I want to ask you something about the wedding coming up. Do you have your dress picked out?
I don't. I'm probably going to be doing more of a pantsuit thing. I'm not really a dress girl. So like their palazzo pants, they're like flowy pants, and then
So you're gonna go like Agent Scully from the X-Files.
Yeah, sort of
a professional
right, right, but like a little flowier. But yes, and so it'll be either, I don't know. We're deciding if I'm going to be in blue, because something borrowed something blue, and then I would do her something blue, or I would do like a purple cranberry shade, something like that. So,
oh, okay.
We'll
see. Sounds good.
So I'm just in the middle of really having to take that serious. But it's one of those things, like when I see the dress or whatever it is, I'll know it. I'll be like, boom, that's it. That's what I want to wear. So
I got you.
I just kind of trust that to fate, and that it'll show up. So,
well, we're all excited. I know we cannot wait to see all the videos and pictures after. So
yes.
We definitely have to do the Stacy show.
Okay.
Once everything comes on, and and maybe we ought to get her on here too. Maybe we ought to get your daughter in here.
Oh, I would love to get her in here. Yeah,
just to get some insights on what it's like to have a Rocky mom, / Adrian mom. That might be interesting.
That would be interesting. She'll hear it, so I'll see what she says. Yeah, that'll be
Sarah,
fun.
Call me.
Give Mike a call. I think she has your number anyway. I think I gave it to her, but
absolutely, call me anytime.
And then of course, one of our very own. Now I called him, just make sure that he told me it was okay. But Rob Kerr, all the way back to episode
Big Rob Kerr. I'm a big fan of Rob. Love Rob.
Just love him. So back to episode 12, he's been with us from the very beginning, but he had a fall and he fractured his knee. And so I said, please let me tell people, if you're comfortable with it, let me tell people in the bubble, because if you want some support, that's one thing I know is everyone will reach out to him. So I'll put up his information right here. If everyone can just send him a little message. He will be in the hospital for a little while. He had surgery already. And I think they put a plate and screw on the fracture, and then he's going to be going to a rehab center for several weeks to maybe a couple months to get his strength back and to heal and all those things. So I just wanted to say, Robert, we love you, and you're like right in the center of our bubble, and we just love him to pieces, and everyone is here to support you, honey.
Rob, one thing I know, chicks dig scars. So if I'm you and I'm back on the prowl once I get going again, right? Once you get going again, get a pair of jeans, cut a hole at the knee, and just keep the knee up real high, and show off that scar. The chicks are going to flock to you, man. It's going to be like the end of Rocky 1 when everybody runs into the ring, right? That's going to be you, buddy. So take this advice.
Right.
Believe me.
Right. All the sympathy.
Right. I read it in a book, so it didn't happen to me. But listen, I read it in a book somewhere. Last week. So you mentioned I was very busy. I was. Yeah. I had to go out to my my GP out in Mechanicsburg, and then that was in the morning, and then I spent it was just a routine visit, and then I was at my niece's house. My niece Lauren. Yeah, I went out to see her. I don't get to see her as I did just see her and the kids at Christmas, but I don't get out as much as I like to, so I spent the entire day there, and it's a better part of just shy of 2 hours coming back. So I was there late and I didn't get back, and I had messaged you to apologize that after all of my crooning on the previous episode that I'm going to be there to listen and watch everybody talking. I did not make it. I messaged you and then I went to bed. I was exhausted. So in your opinion, how did last week's episode go with the Dan's documentary?
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. And everybody is, the comments that we have, and I encourage everybody to go back to the video and go into the permanent comment section. You can also read the live chat if you replay it, but just something about the way Dan captured it. Everybody, when you have 10 people tell a story, it's going to be 10 different versions or 10 different vibes, and that's the sort of prevailing comment, that the way he captured your loyalty, the genuineness of that loyalty, the way it feels on your tour, the history of Rocky to you and to the city of Philadelphia. Like, people were just so complimentary over and over and over again. And
that's good.
And the other thing that you need to understand about live chat, for a while, the live chat was really quiet. And that tells me when the live chat's actually quiet, it means people are really, really engaged. So there's this period of time when people are so captivated by just the way Dan's telling it and going through it, and the way he captured little moments with you, those quiet things that were like under your breath or whatever, those were very powerful. And I'm looking at the live chat and it's quiet. People are really, really drawn into the story. And
or they were playing Candy Crush and checking their email.
Okay. Or it was exactly what I said.
Maybe it was.
Okay.
Maybe it was.
You're so.
Maybe it was.
Well,
my mother actually set me straight. She sent me a beautiful message the day after. She thought it was absolutely fantastic and one of the best episodes. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I still have it, but she said, just wanted to say the show last night was so good. We really, really enjoyed it. You never stumbled once when telling all your Rocky stories. I don't know how you remember all the details. It was so well put together and interesting. Great job. 2 exclamation points.
Whoa, double exclamation.
Yeah, I know.
Mom, nice.
So it was really, really sweet. And I know she speaks for my dad as well, too. So I know they really, really liked it. And then I told them who we're going to have on next week or our next podcast.
Right.
And that is this guy right here. Look how handsome he is. His name is Joe Ayub. This is Sue's first cousin, and this is how I met Sue, through Joe. But I knew Joe since I was, give or take, 14, 15 years old. We went to school together and we hung out together. I was not accepted in any other circles. And so I'm not going to speak for Joe, but Joe was with me. So what does that say?
Right.
Joe can fill you in on his end.
Yeah. Created your own circle. Yes.
We created our own circle and we would hang out at Wendy's. They had the solarium at Wendy's.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, in the 80s, it was a big deal. And we would always sit there and we'd see the kids going to the parties, getting invited out to all the house parties and all that. And we never did. So this is what we did. We talked about what we were going to do and how I wanted to be Rocky and he wanted to move to Philadelphia to be on the radio station. And we both did exactly what we said we wanted to do. And that is something. Exactly. That is something that is seriously incredible. and I'm really excited. Plus, he's probably going to give you some perceptions of me that will kind of maybe go against what I prefer to see myself as, and I can almost guarantee he's going to be accurate and correct.
Well, I can't wait for his visit. So Dan is here, and I just
Nice.
want to bring him in. He is the director and the guy who took your tour, Rocky
He
filming
did.
locations, then and
He
now.
did.
Come on, join us, Dan. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And you?
Very good.
Hi, Dan. I love that
Hi,
you have
Mike.
your tree up. Hello, my friend.
Hello, my friend.
How's
Nice
that
to see you
tree?
again.
Is that a real tree?
Yeah. Yes.
It is
Christmas
a real
tree.
tree. Beautiful. I love it.
Nice.
I love it. I just started taking my Christmas decorations down. It's a very
Oh.
sad day for me. Yes, it's very sad. I still have my tree up. It's going to stay up another few days. I have to slowly chip away at all the Christmas decorations. But
Oh.
I'm so glad you were able to come on the podcast, because I know Stacy has some questions. So do I. And let me start off by asking you, what is it about the character of Rocky that you like? Why did you want to come to Philadelphia and see the filming locations?
Actually, the first reason, I'm filmmaker, professional filmmaker, and I love movie locations. And Rocky is like Forrest Gump, Dirty Dancing, Terminator, something like that. So I just visiting these places, and Rocky is for me very important, like Forrest Gump as well. And I decided to visit East Coast, and on the East Coast we have a Rocky in the Philadelphia, Dirty Dancing in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. Oh, sorry. And Forrest Gump, South Carolina. So about the Rocky, first time I saw Rocky in 1980, maybe 7, something like that. I was 7 years old, so on VHS tape or VCR.
Right.
So I just love that. Yeah. First of all, Rocky is like a normal guy, human. Yeah.
Yes.
And so I love story between Rocky and Adrian. So this is important thing in the movie. And first part of Rocky is most important part for me. The first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is cult movie, so I very love. So I decided after many years, I saved money and I just came to US and visit famous movie locations like Rocky. And I just found on the website, on YouTube, some gentleman just put a short film about movie locations with Mike.
Oh,
so I just found I just found on the website Mike Kunda's informations, cell phone, something like that, and email address, and I just wrote to Mike a message about visit to in Philadelphia Rocky's movie locations. And I just moved to US 2019, September,
just before COVID.
Because of the COVID, that's right. So it was nice. Before day, when I just met Mike, it was cloudy, very cloudy. And the next day, when I just have with Mike, it was very sunny. So beautiful day. I spent with Mike, beautiful day. He's an amazing person, amazing. He knows everything about the Rocky movie. I'm impressed. So that's it.
That's so sweet. See, I wish you would believe these things that I tell you. I'm glad that you're hearing it from another person's mouth.
I appreciate that, and I really do. And it was, I went back over the notes that I made about it, and I had, because it had been so long. I had forgotten.
6 years.
I had forgotten that, you had been there with the camera to make the documentary. And a friend of mine, Joe, who we're going to have on next week, he watched it and he calls me up and he goes, Mike, I just saw a documentary on you. And I go, yeah, The Pretender. It's been out a while. Where you been? And he goes, no. He goes, there's another one. Some guy in Poland made it. And I go, what? I go, some guy go, do you have a link? And then I was surprised. I had forgotten all about it. So he sent me the video and I watched it. And of course, I tracked you down immediately. And you and I spoke like 10 minutes after I watched the video, which was fantastic. You had done an amazingly beautiful job, a very sensitive job of capturing what it's like to spend 3 hours with me, you know?
Actually, Mike, I had idea in 2019 make some short documentary about you and about Rocky as well, because the story of my documentary is about you on the first line, you and Rocky, a little bit me. And I just had many questions about you, actually, because you are a very interesting person. You're very big, such fan of Rocky. You are. And
I am.
I love that. I love people with the passion. And with their big heart, and you have that. That's awesome. So
you know, don't you think, Daniel, that's the thing in life that attracts people, like-minded people that have a tremendous amount of passion for something, right? Like I have a brother-in-law who's into World War II. I'm not into World War II, but like, I don't know a lot of, I know enough about it, but not a lot. That's his passion. And I love when he goes on a talking jag about World War II. His passion just bubbles out. You can't contain it, you know? And I think if there is a way a human can find a path to do what their passion is and make it a job, it's not a job, it's a purpose, it's a calling. And with you and your films and what you do, that seems to be your purpose. Now, is this your job, what you do? You're a filmmaker.
It's just passion, you know.
When did you get into filming? How did you decide that you wanted to become a filmer?
Since childhood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't say that again.
Childhood.
Okay.
Childhood. About I had maybe 8. I was in 8 years old boy, and I just loved camera, you know, movies, and I said my mom and dad, I wanted to be a filmmaker, cameraman. And I just doing this job to today, So it's cool. like Mike.
Yeah.
I want to be Rocky. No actor, no boxer.
No actor, no boxer. I want to inhabit the skin of Rocky.
Right.
Yes, I want to. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. It was a long journey, and I think it's one. I think The Pretender obviously did a beautiful job of it, but I think your documentary would be like part 2 of The Pretender, like part 1 and part 2. If someone wanted to get to understand how this works, they should see The Pretender and your documentary. This is something that I would put in my own time capsule so people could understand me if they think I need medication or help.
Mike, your story is that you just didn't compromise. And I know I've said that to you before, but everyone has a dream. You know, it's that scene in Balboa. You know, everyone has that fire inside, but not everybody gets a chance to use it. A lot of us just back burner that, you know, we've all had dreams, but you know, then life happens and you're like, well, I guess I'll just do this. And you tried and you're like, no, I'm not compromising here. And Dan, same with you. You knew early on your truest, greatest desire was to be a filmmaker, and you didn't, you know, you're not compromising it. You're out there doing it. And I also wanted to give you a chance to talk about some of your other projects, because there's lots of videos on your channel. And besides Mike's documentary, the Rocky filming locations, what are some of your favorite things that you've put out that you'd want our audience to know about from your channel?
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I'm traveling on the world.
Mm-hmm.
The most of trips is in US because in US they just made a lot of movies, famous movies,
Right.
and I very like what I told you before, Forrest Gump.
Yeah, I
like
love Forrest Gump.
Rocky. It's a very famous movie. Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze, and
Right.
it's gonna be my next episode in my on my YouTube channel. I've recorded two guys. First one is Stacy. He's passed away last year. He created actually "She's Like the Wind" song with Patrick.
Okay.
He was best friend of Patrick Swayze. And another guy, Frank Private. Frankie, he created "The Time of My Life" and "Hungry Eyes" songs.
Oh, right.
So
nice.
he's got an Oscar for the Time of My Life. So I have nice 2 interviews with these gentlemen. So it's gonna be nice, I think.
Nice.
And in September, I'm planning to go to California and make some stuff with Terminator first and second part, and Back to the Future as well.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Wow, Back to the Future. Oh, you'll be on all those podcasts. That's a big one.
There's so many of them. Oh my God.
You will you'll be invited to all that because that's a big following.
In last year, I've been in Seattle, Washington State, and I've recorded episodes with Twin Peaks. Yeah, Twin Peaks. David Lynch.
Sure.
I've been there. Narv Bend, Washington State, and Roslyn. Have you seen Northern Exposure?
Of course.
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
So
Janine Turner.
I made episodes too. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Janine Turner from Cliffhanger. Stallone's girlfriend in Cliffhanger was in Northern Exposure.
Oh, neat.
Oh,
yeah. Exactly.
See, that's why Mike's here. That's the stuff right there. Those details.
All useless information over the years that have compiled. And it just, I cannot do geometry, can't do trigonometry. I took 3 years of French, Spanish, and Latin.
Wow.
Don't know any of them.
Right.
But
anything
connected in the Stallone world, I kind of have a grasp on it. Hey, listen, Daniel, I wanted to ask you, this is a question from my mother, actually.
Sure.
My mother, she's 100% Polish, okay? Danielowicz is her last name. Well, maiden last name, right?
Yeah.
What part of Poland are you from?
I'm from west side of Poland.
Okay.
It's
gotcha.
near Germany. Yeah.
Near Germany. What's the name of the town?
Wrocław.
Okay.
You'll have to spell that.
Yeah.
It's difficult, yeah.
Yeah, right.
WRCLAW.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. Well, I know my mother, I know her, and she's gonna say, where is he from in Poland?
Right.
Because I think my mother knows where my grandparents' parents came from. So I'll have to ask her on that. So
yeah, my husband, he's Polish. His
now
he's what, 3rd generation here now, but yeah, his last name is Burek.
Oh,
if I say it right. Yeah.
Burek.
I once worked with an anesthesiologist. He was from Russia, and he says, Burek, you married a Polish man? Burek. It was so funny. So that when he heard you were from Poland, he was like, oh, cool. So, but wow, Dan, well, you have a lot on the plate, a lot to look forward to, especially that Forrest Gump one. I'll be watching that.
Actually, I've made a documentary a couple of years ago in Beaufort, South Carolina.
Yeah.
About Forrest Gump, actually about the local people,
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah. For example, about the lady, she made a box of chocolates, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Forrest Gump.
okay.
So just simple stories, simple people. On you
Nice.
know, no, and 2 years ago was a premiere in Beaufort in a film festival. I was there. I met Gary Sinise. He was there.
Really?
neat.
How was he?
Yeah,
Cool.
nice guy, very nice gentleman. Just normal
Very
guy,
good.
yeah, like
Normal
Mike.
guy, yeah.
So it was nice. So I made a documentary about 1.5 an hour. Yeah.
Very good.
So
Nice. Wow. Mike, you started asking a question. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I wanted to know now, Daniel. Before we let you go, I wanted to, there's a couple of things two questions I have, but I have a third question
Yep.
also. How did you acquire your film knowledge? Where did you go to school for that? Are you self-taught? I'm very interested in it because how you put together the documentary about me and the tour was very unique, and you captured a spiritual and an emotional quality to it
Yes.
that
Mm.
I was overly impressed with. Where did you learn your skill?
actually, I was finished film school, cinematography, 20
Gotcha.
years ago.
Okay.
And after that, I just started work on TV station broadcast.
Mhm.
Okay.
As cameraman, and I'm
Sure.
working to this day, yeah, in a TV station. So I made many documentaries in TV and reportages,
Yeah.
many. So I have a good experience, yeah, with that. So I just decided a couple of years ago to start make my documentaries, yeah. So
Yeah.
and I'm just so happy with that because Mike is example, very good human with big heart, and when I saw him, from actually since first minute in the Philly, and he's the one. It's gonna be good documentary. I just thought
Yeah.
that.
Like you knew right away. Yeah. You could feel
And
it. Yes.
I laugh like very like listen people, yeah. My
Mhm.
Yeah.
character, yeah, like Mike, yeah. So I just trying, listening, no speaking, no speak, just listening people, yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I remember the first time in a car with just a Mike drive, and talking about the Rocky, and Mike, can you just stop for 1 minute? Can you just tell me about yourself, about your story, life story, because it's interesting. You're an interesting person, yeah.
Mhm.
So it was my decision. So I just asked many times Mike about him story of life.
That's true.
Yeah.
With connection with Rocky and him, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so happy because I spoke with Mike 1 week ago, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he told me about new stories. He moved to Philly. He just speaking with Sly to twice like in a week. Yeah,
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
phone. Yeah. So I'm so happy with that. Yeah, you
Mhm.
just
Thank you.
full of passion, guy, and you just making dreams come true. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I love that.
Daniel,
I love that. I'm so
Aw.
happy.
don't you think, Daniel, that when people follow their passions,
Yeah.
it becomes a calling and a purpose?
Mhm.
And that does sound very cheesy on the top, even if someone said that to me, and I am all about purposes and your calling in life. I know that sounds cheesy and like, oh, really? But it is. And a lot of people have never experienced having a true purpose. Like they have a purpose to be a mother, to be a father, good to your children, a good brother, a good son, whatever. But outside of your sphere of influence in your family and friends,
Right.
when you step out in front of complete strangers, Daniel, you and I were complete strangers when we met. And now we're friends because of a passion and a like-mindedness for what it is that we do. And Rocky, of course. And
Mhm.
I think if people in the world could just follow their passions more, and the problem with that, not a lot of people have passions.
Yeah.
That's
Mhm.
the other thing. I ask people on my tours, tell me about yourselves. And they have nice lives, they're not bad lives,
Mhm.
but so many people, there's no fire. It's like they have to work and they have the family, and nothing wrong with that. But I often wonder what happens in a person's life to the flame of passion. Why does it go down? Why does it? What can we do to help reignite it? And I think Rocky is one of the greatest metaphors to help reignite a person's passion. That's what I think. I don't know, Stacy, what do you think?
I was going to say I know exactly what happens. Our society, our culture, the way it is, tells you to fall back in line to something normal and blended.
You're right.
And people don't know this, and not that I'm going to start singing for anybody, but my first passion was music and singing, and that was, and I don't want to criticize my parents, but that was not even, when you're an only child to an ex-nun and an engineer.
Yeah.
A creative aspiration doesn't land at the dinner table. That puts a lot of silence on the dinner table. It's like, no, so you get talked out of it. And you also, it becomes a maturity issue. Well, when you grow up, you'll understand that that's not a real goal. So that can be coupled with that big dream. And this is why people back burner the exciting stuff, because they're told to. I was.
Yeah.
And not just by my parents, by teachers. What did your teachers say to you? Like, no, so we squash creative people, and we laugh at really big dreams, and we need to stop doing that. There'd be more inspiring people and more things to talk about.
Well, I think a guy like Daniel can really start to break that mold and start putting more of these great stories out there from all walks of life. And I think that's why your career, your purpose, your calling is so important, Daniel. So to keep going and to keep putting these stories out there, because I think other like-minded people will see that and say, you know what? I always wanted to open up a sandwich cart at the courthouse square. I wanted to be my own boss, and whatever it is, whatever it is, no dream is too big or too small. Just go for it. Right. Stacy, before I ask Daniel my last two questions, is there anything else you want to ask him?
No, I just really appreciated how you captured Mike's spirit in the genuine way he is moved by Rocky, and you didn't present it in a silly way, or it was with the utmost respect that you depicted him, and we're all grateful for that. And Mike, what you said to him is meeting these people who maybe aren't famous but have these amazing stories. There's one woman that, just as an aside, there's one woman I've been trying to get on here forever, and you know who I'm talking about. Once you learn her story, which I wish she would share, everybody has a 2-hour movie inside of them. Everyone has something movie worthy that they've been through that they share or they don't share. And now she knows who I'm talking to, guys. I've said this to her. She'll share when she wants to.
I'll say her name right now. I'm going to go right ahead and say it. And it's Carol.
It is Carol.
It's Carol. That's right, Carol. We are determined to get you on this podcast. Daniel, we almost had her on the podcast a little while ago, but she was a little nervous. But we're going to keep working on her.
We're going to keep working on her.
Yeah, so.
Talk about a fighting spirit, is that
right?
Our Miss Carol has been through things. Right. And but it is her personal business. But like, I could see you, Dan, talking with Carol and making something beautiful out of her story. And those are the people that I just want to encourage you to keep finding, who aren't, they're not the famous people, they're the flashy people, but even the quietest, shyest people have these beautiful stories. Absolutely. And that's what you did with Mike. And the other things, and the other things that I've seen on your channel. So I encourage people to go to your channel and to watch everything else you've created, and we will look forward to everything else that you have in the future. So Mike's got 2 questions for you, honey. So go ahead.
All right. So You're at the office Christmas party. You go to the elevator, and inside is Sylvester Stallone, and you got to take 30 floors all the way down to the ground floor. In that time, what do you say to Sly?
What I say? Sly, I'm proud of you, what you did with Rocky scripts. And you got it.
Yes.
And keep punching. Exactly.
Keep punching.
Keep
Yeah.
punching.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay. My second question. If you could time travel in a DeLorean and go back, what would you tell your 11-year-old self? Is there any advice you as an adult would give your 11-year-old self?
Daniel, you have to do what you're doing now. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
Becomes true.
Same message. Yep.
Keep doing it. And that's about all that you could say to someone like that, because anything else might freak him out. But keep going, and keep trying. And I think that is some of the best advice any of us could have. Daniel, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to come on the podcast with us. We thank you so very much, my friend.
It was my pleasure. And it's the honor, actually, with talking with Stacy and Mike. Greetings from Poland, Europe.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
And,
Until we see you again, keep punching.
Yeah.
Keep punching.
Bye, my
Dan.
friend.
Bye. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Boy, Stacy, what a gentle, kind guy he is. I mean, I loved him.
Yeah.
It brought back a lot of memories. I had a hard time at first just remembering who he was when I first saw the doc. I'm like, God, I don't remember. And then some of the pictures and some of the things started coming back, and some of the things he was saying now came back to me. And it just shows you when people follow what's in their heart, they're never going to go wrong. You're never going to go wrong. You may adjust, you may tweak, but you're never going to go wrong. And what a lovely individual. I mean, you know.
Yeah. You guys, both of you are actually kind of a cool example of something I've said to a lot of people, is that trust your first dream. Trust the first love.
Oh, okay.
I don't care what it was if you were 5. So many times, every single time I talk to someone who didn't, that thing from when they were a kid still is heavy on their heart. That shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, if I just this, if I just that. And it's the thing they loved most when they were a kid. Every single time. So, if you're feeling sort of empty or directionless, sometimes you got to go all the way back to when you were a kid and what did I love most back then, and somehow bring it into your life. And maybe you can't always be paid for every single idea and every single dream, but fold it into your life. Like you said about writing, it's fun. I'm not getting paid for it, but I'm doing my writing because I love it.
Yeah.
So, but
that's it. What did Sly say on his video yesterday? Working out in the gym is like the church of life for him, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he say something to that effect?
He sure did.
Yeah, and he's correct about that.
I haven't done a video from a gym in a long time, but it's it's kind of like, in a way, a sanctuary, a church, where you pray to get better, to feel better physically. So you have the strength to arrive at your goals, feeling confident and ready to face any challenge. Anyway, keep punching. See you soon.
Several of the people of our followers, they have a great affection for going to the gym and working out their problems, and a byproduct, to me, a byproduct is a healthy body. It's a healthy mind when you go to the gym, and for me, I get that. And just bringing it back to Dan, I really remembered his sensitivity during the filming of this. He was a very easygoing, gentle guy. And I really, when you're talking and someone's going to take all of your words and you don't know how they're going to chop them up and put it out for other people to see it.
Yeah.
That's a very scary thing. You don't know how it's going to come off.
Right.
And I've been very lucky with Jim Toscano and Dan. I've been very lucky. But I don't think we're going to do any more documentaries. I think 2 are more than enough. Okay.
Well, it was very well done and captured you very well and very respectfully. And I know I'm repeating myself, but I was just, it was so entertaining and it was really engrossing. And I'm just happy that you have it. And Dan, just really, really well done. So
well done. Stace, I think we're almost out of here. But before we go, where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram at Had Me at Yo, as well as The Rocky Files, and on Facebook at The Rocky Files Podcast. And Michael, what about you?
Well, I did a little, since we're on documentaries, I did a little documentary a few years back called The Pretender with the great Jimmy Toscano. So you can check that out. It's anywhere documentaries are shown. And then I wrote a little book before that called Cue the Rocky Music. Yes, there it is. And that's everywhere books are sold. It's great to kill spiders with. So there's some really fun stories in there. And Stacy's going to kill herself. You can find me at the Yo Philly Film Tour on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Where they used to hate me, but now they're digging me over there. So, and always tune in to the Rocky Files because, you never know what we're going to talk about next week or next episodes is going to be really good with my friend Joe. I think you guys are going to get a kick. Yeah, you are. So, Stace, until our next episode, keep punching, pal.
Keep punching. Bye, honey.